Put me in the lab, watch me cook up like a chef. Don't tell me I can't ball, cause boy, you ain't no ref. Making plate after plate after plate on our Steph.
Good afternoon. This is Dale again. Hey, I'm coming to you from the park again, and I'm beside this beautiful fountain. I wish you were here. I wish you were here. So, I have a little story for you this afternoon, and it's a very short, simple story, but it's very, very powerful. So, some time ago, I was at church with my family, and we were literally visiting a friend of ours' church. Okay, so the friend of ours is a pastor of a church, and his brother stood up and gave his testimony. And it was simply this. He talked about how back in the day, he used to be out there in them streets. He was out there in them streets. So he's at the club one night, and he's doing what he normally does. He's a regular at the club. And so he's there in the club, and he's standing up, and all of a sudden, he hears a voice. You need to leave. That's right. The voice said, you need to leave this place. Now I'm paraphrasing, but the voice said, you need to leave this place. That man said that he heard that voice as clear as day. God spoke to him and told him, you need to leave this place. And he did. And he never returned. He straightened himself up. He got his life in order and never went back because he heard the voice of God. Now, how powerful is that? That's very powerful, and I'm gonna give you the reason why it's very powerful. Now, for those of you who have been to a club or have seen what a club is all about on television, etc., you know that a club is a very noisy place. There's so much going on. There's loud music, there's people talking loud, there's people singing, there's people dancing, etc. For that man to have heard that voice in the midst of all of that noise, it's something to be said about that. Now, are you going to be able to hear the voice of God when he speaks to you? You know, there's a whole lot of noise out there in our world. There's a whole lot of things that will take our attention away from what's most important. So many of us hunger to have a little peace and quiet, a little time to ourselves, some time to meditate, some time to pray. And in the midst of this man, he heard the voice of God in that loud nightclub, and he never returned. So hey, obviously, there used to be a little slogan, a little ad that said, when E.F. Hutton talks, everybody listens. E.F. Hutton was, if I'm not mistaken, was an insurance/financial services company several years ago that had these ads, and they always talked about when E.F. Hutton talked, everybody listens. He was listening, and that man heard loud and clear the voice of God. So, I would say this: continue to be prayerful, continue to have hope, Continue to have faith so that when God speaks, you will be able to hear his voice. This is Dale again. It's been my plum-pleasing pleasure, in the words of Les Brown, to be here with you to talk about messaging, stories that I've experienced in my life. It does me good to be able to talk about this stuff. Hope is not dead, but we need you out there in them streets as a believer, doing what God would want you to do. So, thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Please like, share, and subscribe to these videos and this channel. And by the way, if you don't mind, sir, ma'am, please send my videos to 3 to 5 people that you know, and have them send my videos to 3 to 5 people that they know. We're getting the word out, y'all, one person at a time. One person at a time. It is so important. It is so important that we do this. So with that being said, I'm going to present again the Jesus is Love prayer journal. It's something that me and my family put together. It's just a simple book that you can take notes, write down things that you're dealing with, maybe even just write down a prayer list. Whatever you want to use it for, it's there for you. It's essentially 6 months of journaling pages. It's available on Amazon.com. The link is in the description box below. I thank you so kindly. I hope you enjoy your morning, noon, afternoon, and evening. God bless you. God keep you. Peace.
Just look at me and see this greatness on the ground like at a crime scene. It's evidence. Watch the Holy Spirit shake up your residence. Get some reverence. All these blessings round and round. Ain't no way they ain't heaven sent. They ain't believe in us, but God did. Pushing the top.